Hey guys, it is Tuesday, Top Shot news. I'm excited to talk to you about NBA Top Shot. Let's do it. Let's take a moment, shall we? Hello to all my Top Shot friends. I hope that you guys are doing amazingly well. I'm doing this kind of back to back as I did last week with my hobby news, with my sports card hobby news weekly episode. This will be kind of the same sort of deal. I'm going to try to do it like that. We'll see how it goes. But wanted to talk about Top Shot news, stuff that's going on in the world of NBA Top Shot. I know that some of my physical card collector folks are not necessarily into this stuff, but that's okay. I appreciate you watching anyway, or if you're just here for the NBA Top Shot on this channel, I like to talk to you guys as well. So I just want to make sure I'm kind of covering all the bases when we talk about all of it here. I'm excited to have Jennifer from Jennifer Top Shot YouTube channel on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern on this channel. We're going to talk about all things Top Shot, what's going on, how she collects, what she's looking to do moving forward with the site, etc. So I'm looking forward to having her on. Yesterday had a holo pack drop $999, and this one was just a little too rich for my blood. I didn't get into it. And then I found out later, as a concession, I believe they let you have the option to buy a different pack, or there was another queue for another sort of pack. So if you missed out on that one, you could get this other one. So kind of wish I'd gotten in on it actually, but that's okay. Maybe next time on those big ones. I haven't gotten in on a $1,000 pack, haven't tried to, but from what I saw, there was still thousands of people that were trying to buy the $999 pack. So demand is still there, even with all the kind of the things we talk about, some of the issues that are still going on with the site. It is still fairly popular. It's still hanging in there. All right, we talk about the office hours that Jacob Eisenberg does every week, and it's very informative, and it helps. It's kind of like a sort of a state of the union, I guess, or just kind of answers user questions. And it's great because it gives kind of, transparency to the whole thing, kind of the issues that they're facing, successes that they're seeing, different ideas that they've got, future stuff. It's a really good kind of podcast that they do every week. It's about an hour long. And I found each week I find the notes on Twitter. There's various people that post notes about it. And so that's very helpful. They did talk some about the Top Shot mobile game, a game called Hardcourt that is supposed to go along with your moments. And essentially testing for this is going to start soon, with a big focus on testers that are not involved on the Top Shot site. So it's not people that even really know much about Top Shot, from my understanding, that are going to test it out. I assume probably gaming people from a gaming background, because they want, I would assume they want the game to be really good. I think that's going to be the big thing. If the game is, a viral success, if everybody loves the game, and that introduces a whole new subgroup of people into that platform or into NBA Top Shot, that could be big. That could be a really big thing. So a lot is riding on the game. We also talk about it as potential utility for moments, just like with live games and things like that in the future. There's potential for these things. There's no promises, of course. These are things that are just talked about, things that also players have tweeted about on Twitter about Top Shot moments. Top Shot moments in exchange for physical goods. So, it's not as if this is just being thought up out of nowhere. There are kind of signs to it or hinting at it. And with the NBA backing it and really kind of promoting it, that's going to be kind of interesting to see how that works out. But the way that they have this kind of listed is as some of the notes from this, essentially players on your team are like a shell, and moments are used as like a sword and shield and upgrade to that player. Almost like a power-up. Moments can be used as a power-up to that player. And that'll be really, that sounds pretty cool to me. And I'm not a big gamer, but I'm extremely interested to see how they're going to marry these things together. A great video game, a mobile game, with the Top Shot moments that you have. How can they do that and make it good? And a lot's riding on it. If it's great, it could be huge. If it flops, it could be a big disappointment. It could have a negative impact. And so, a lot of talk about this Hardcourt game, and we don't know. I don't think we know when it's going to come out, but we're starting to see some progress towards the development of that. And I'll definitely be talking more as I learn more. And if they ever have some sort of a preview or something, I will definitely let you all know for sure. Something that's very, very consistent in the messaging from NBA Top Shot. And again, the follow through will be kind of everything on this. Is there is a big kind of message of the collectors will be rewarded on NBA Top Shot in the short term and the long term, but mainly kind of in the short, like the mid range length, I think is probably what we're talking about. But collectors that have gotten on the platform, stayed with the platform, essentially kind of the messaging that we've heard a lot of is that they will be rewarded in some way or fashion. And again, that's just going to be, it's like, what does that mean? And maybe that's just the carrot being dangled. Maybe it means nothing. Maybe they, but I think that they're really planning this out. They're really thinking through, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see what that means exactly. I think that there are high hopes. And again, it's just going to kind of boil down to what does that exactly mean? What do collectors get? What's the bottom line with it? Is it going to impact collectors and fans of NBA basketball? How can it impact fans of NBA basketball as well as moment collectors? What will it mean? And that's going to be fun to watch. Another piece of news, there was 40 accounts that were shut down due to having bot activity or being bots or whatever. I don't know how the bots work, the robots. But there was either bots or multi-accounts. So they are looking for that. They're searching it out. They're finding it, and they're shutting those accounts down. So I think it's just a matter of trying to get everything squared away again. And I'm not making excuses for them. I know that there's certainly issues with the site. It's a startup that went absolutely bonkers, that was not prepared for it, and still is working to get caught up. So I am patient, but I understand the frustrations. I have some frustrations myself, but I completely do understand it. It makes sense, and I guess I'm optimistic that in the long run they'll sort through those issues. They'll sort through those things, but we will have to see. We will have to see. And then lastly, I want to just talk about Tom Brady. I mentioned this on another one of my videos a few days ago, is starting an NFT company. It's called Autograph, and it looks to be like it's going to not just be Tom Brady NFTs, but athletes, celebrities. I think that this is supposed to encompass a lot of different genres, and so this will be really interesting to see it. Tom Brady, I don't know if he's necessarily I know he puts his name behind, different sponsorships and things, but this is kind of different. Maybe I don't know if this is something that he's looking to move into kind of as he segs out of football and into retirement. Is this going to be his main focus? Because as I said, I've been investing in Tom Brady cards. I'm a believer in Tom Brady as a football player, and I'm sure he's probably not going to do badly in business either. It's hard to root against a guy, and it sounds like he is jumping into the NFT game. What will it mean in the short term and the long term? We got to watch and find out, guys. It's going to be fun, though. All right, everybody, have an amazing Tuesday. I will see you again soon, and don't forget to check the live streams coming up here over the next couple of days. I'm excited to have these guests on and excited to see you there. All right, take care.